Hello everyone, Kalwedo. Welcome to English Intercultural Communication Room. We are from Group 1, and in this video, we will present about cultures. So there are three cultures from three different regions that we are going to present today. There are the UK culture, TELA culture, and Patti culture. But before we get into the presentation session, I would like to introduce to you the members of our group. Firstly is myself. My name is Susan Surlia. I'm here as a moderator. And next we have Apriliani Anidla, Ana Silueta, and Berta Juliana Unwakoli. They will be the speakers who will give a presentation about the UK culture. And next we have Eksan Otniel Amon Mama, Rosanti Edwiori, and Omiga Doludi, who will be the speakers, and they will present about TELA culture. And next we have Harlin Watimuri, Michelin Sertawi, and Barbalina Bastian, who will be the speaker, and they will give a presentation about Patti cultures. So for the first speaker, Apriliani Anidla, time is yours.
Hello, it's me Apriliani Anidla, and now I'm gonna share you some unusual British culture. Here we go. Number one is warm charming. Warm charming is one tradition is very interesting, namely hunting earthworms in a unique way. The participants only obey the 18 rules that have been set. Among them, each participant only has a search area of 3 times 3 square meters. It is allowed to play any music to determine or lure the worms out of the ground, but not allowed to use drugs, including water or etc. For the first time, this competition took place in Nantwich Village, Cheshire, in 1980, and the person who first introduced the sport of worm quizzing was Tom Shuddlebottom, who is a local Nantwich resident. He introduced this unique sport on July 5, 1980, when he managed to get 500 earthworms in a half an hour. The number 2 is Strawberry Day is an old tradition held in England every 7th January. This traditional celebration takes place lively in a small area of farmland, a border between Huntingdonshire and Cambridgeshire, including the Ramsay-Merseyside region. Now, the strawberry tradition is believed to have started the period of farming and farming by the people around the border. The participants, both adult men and teenagers, wore straw costumes from head to toe, and they walked knocking on the door of the one house to another while dancing. The dancers will get gifts from the owners of the house in return, whether in the form of food, beer, or money. Number 3 is Pearly Kings and Queens. Pearly Kings and Queens, also known as Pearlies, is the charity event usually held by the working class and working class people, and it has become a culture of the middle class of the city of London. And the Pearly Kings and Queens contestants wear shimmering outfits made from 19th century pearl bottoms. And the number 4 is tea time. In England, there is a tradition of drinking tea, or as known as tea time or afternoon tea. Serving tea in England is often associated with garden parties, by the nobility because it is based on history. Tea time came to England from a noble. Between lunch and dinner, there is a gap of 8 hours. It is the hunger that Britons do for tea. By drinking tea and sweets plus expensive equipment, this made the nobility feel good. Tea time is usually done around 3 in the afternoon, and the last one is Copper's Hill Cheese Rolling. This festival is held every May at Copper's Hills, Gloucestershire in England. This festival involves cheese being rolled down a very steep hill. Hundreds of people starting to walk down the hill, risked of their life and limb, to catch the cheese. This unique race has been taking place at the same venue for 200 years. The winner of each the 4 races will receive a double Gloucester's cheese. So maybe that's all from me, and thank you.
The fourth is cultivate queues. British people are known to be orderly, including orderly queues. Wherever there are and how long the line is, Britons will be patiently waiting. In fact, waiting patiently to be a pride for British citizens. For the British themselves, queuing is a normal thing that must be accepted without complaining. So don't be surprised if you're in England and are desperate to interrupt the line. And because you have to be prepared to be thought of as not a good person and assertive. So the 5 is cultivate punctuality. Just like in other Western countries, the culture of punctuality also prevails in England. If you have an appointment with a British person, never be late because they will find it rude to keep them waiting. Likewise, if you get an invitation from them, even if you are forced to arrive late due to something sudden, you must to notify them as soon as possible and apologize. So, and the 6 is respect the privacy of others. The British have great respect for the privacy of others. They don't like to meddle in others' meddle in others people's business. Some topics of conversation that are considered sensitive for British citizens, such as age, salary, religion, weight, and political choices. For British people, talking about this thing is considered taboo. Especially when talking to people they have just met. As exception can occur from family or people who are already very close. So if you just want to get acquainted with British people, avoid talking about these topics. Some topics of conversation that you can ask, for example, are about the latest news, weather, football, and culture. So the last one, or the 7, is bring your own shopping bag when shopping. When shopping at the market, shop, or supermarket, British people generally will bring their own shopping bags or plastic from home. If you shop in the UK and forget to bring your own bag, you have to pay for the plastic the supermarket provides if you really need it. Okay, so maybe just it from me about the culture from UK. So thank you very much. Bye bye.
Okay, thank you for the time. Now I'm going to explain about the habit of British people who are exemplary. Number one, hold modesty. In everyday life, British people now uphold the value of politeness and respect. If get a dinner invitation to someone's house, don't immediately sit on the seat, but you have to wait for the house to place it down. In the pledge of their choosing, don't be late, but don't come sooner than the specified time in fights because there is a possibility the house is not prepared of food. Not only reflection in everyday behavior, this politeness can be seen from the language spoken by the British communication. Number two, don't hesitate to say please, thank you, and sorry. Word please, thank you, and sorry common in English use in everyday conversation that had even because their habit they even want to say thank you before someone else does something nice for them or say sorry if they just a mistake. Number three, obey their rules. British people are known to be able to rules. They will generally obey, follow existing regulation if somewhere there is rule that politics think taking a photo, taking activity, call punch and others they really want to eat. Various think they are prohibited. British citizens are also known for traffic discipline when they traffic lights on the road in red, even though there are not others.
Okay, thank you for opportunity you given for me. I am Rosanda Theory. Now I'm going to present about some culture from Babar Island, especially TELA village. The first is social society. Most community in there are farmers and some are fishermen and hunters. The community are very friendly and kind if you meet them. There is nothing you just slice of nice smile you can get from them. The first greeting are Okaweta and Plan. This mean everything in peace. They always help each other. One of the culture motto Niemutke Kwenun Kwemam in the village. Language is meant in every situation, life or death. We always together. So the community never leave each other. They always help each other in every situation, like the motto and the big income for the community are eucalyptus oil, copra, and product of sea and forest, and the religion is majority Protestant Christianity. In the village, the village is a big village on Babar Island, which is the large area and the most population on Babar Island. It has 4 hamlets. The village, which is thick with cultures and customs. According to some history, the most of the population from Marcella, Luang, and Wetang Island. They were migrant and become the origin TELA community. The second is language in communication. TELA community maybe is the only one village which maintains and preserves their
Tuan, the spirit greetings of the Telak village I give for you. I am Exxon Otniel Amon Mama. I come from Telak village, one of the villages of Babar Island, Southwest Maluku Regency. Now, I will show for you and tell for you about the culture in Telak village. Now, about traditional dance. In Telak village, there are Seka dance and Soyemeti dance. Those are group dance. It's about 20 people or more people, like in the picture, you can see. And they have to sing a traditional song and dance together. So, do you know Seka dance divided to 2 types, the big Seka dance and the small Seka dance. The big Seka dance usually used for harvest ceremony and to welcoming a new year, and small Seka dance usually used for married event. And Soyemeti dance is very unique because it's just for February and March in Laur Festival. Laur Festival. Yeah. But now, those dance used for every special event in the village and to welcoming visitors and tourists when they coming to Telak village. Do you know Telak village has a own characteristic and strong characteristic that make their dance different from others village on Babar Island. So, Seka dance and Soyemeti dance of Telak village is very popular on Southwest Maluku Regency because they have own characteristic. Usually in married event, the man come to girl's house with his family and ask permission from girl's family to take their daughter to be his wife and his mind. And usually the man bring a box of gold accessories and a slice of basta fabric like I wear now. Wow, I'm so proud now. And they get permission from their parents to already have married. And then, okay, this event is familiar with Masominta. And then the man usually singing a traditional song and dance with his families, go to girl's house. Okay. the community call it Badindang. Yeah, Badindang rame-rame go to girl's house and to take his wife to get married on the married altar, and they have to marry. In the end, I will show for you and tell for you. Uh, Culture is very unique in TELA village. So, Yate tradition. Do you know Yate tradition is a tradition about eating together. We come and sit together on a table, like a long table, like you saw on the picture, huh? And we eating together with our brothers and sister and our parents. Usually, the man kill a pig or a cow, and the woman cooking together on the kitchen. And after that, we eating together on a table is very very sweet, guys. And usually, this tradition or Yati tradition, um, after Masominta event, married event, and after build house or grave of the community always make Yati tradition, and the event usually unite the community after fix a problem or conflict, make the relation strongly again. So that's all I will. That's all I told for you. Thank you so much. And in the end, I say, Tuan.
I am Patti Culture. Now I will present about culture of Patti village. The first about culture MBD Moal culture, especially in Patti village. The most prominent culture is Ngoriweta, which means good manners, ethics, and good image in society, and also as a form of brotherhood. The traditional culture has strict and orderly rules because they traditional elders. What has been determined by the ancestors cannot be violated. If violated, then it will something to be determined to themselves or their own family. Traditional wedding. Traditional marriage is usually done when a man wants to propose to a woman, which is done sacredly. In this traditional marriage, it is required to wear traditional clothes and also a gold necklace made of genu and pure gold because it is symbol for the male party, namely the knight or identity, and also to win and unite the bride and groom, and also Sophie. Sophie cannot be separate from custom because Sophie is also a symbol that unites and becomes a brotherly bond in the culture of Patti village. Customary fine. What is meant by this customary fine is adultery, stealing, killing, then they will be subject to fines or sanctions, which usually happens in my culture. The taboo thing is usually an affair where having an affair there will be customary law that they will bear as their family.
Thank you for the time. Now I will explain about traditional foods. The culture of Patti village has special foods, namely hasa corn, dried cassava or cassava that has been sliced and dried, and also other soil foods such as other tubers. In making this hasa jagung, corn is mashed or hasa in a mortar and mixture with red beans, green beans, or cassava. Patti village has relic from the colonial period, such as an old grass building. This building was made and inaugurated in 1741. This building is made of sea coral and chicken eggs. The village of Patti has a relic during the Dutch colonial period, namely the VOC monument. The monument is located in their respective village, or now referred to as SOA. Under a direction tree that has been planted for hundreds of years by their attraction. Next, tourist attraction. Tourist attraction. In the MBD area, there are various kinds of tourist spots, especially the islands of Moa. The place in Communal known as the Buffalo Mountain, Nyama Beach, Seradona Beach, Sheila Beach. MBD is rich in marine product, forest products such as clove and nutmeg, teakwood, eucalyptus, and many more, as well as interesting tourist attraction. Thank you.
Habits or tradition. In the cultural or tradition of Patti village, which is applied to parents for children. Namely, if 3 or are children who will go to school outside, they are from example success as in Ambon, Kupang, Java, and so on. The family from the father of mother will gather to discuss rewole, namale ask promotion for all family members and educators by placing soapy in the ground in the sense that ever please the child will go is always guarded by the executors. And also our traditional custom and ma-alens, especially in Patti village. Every December, the whole communication changes the griefs of their relative without expectation, in the sense that their spirit and claim, and we as children and grandchildren always remember their service and kindness. In Patti village, the use of language is not arbitrary because it has been applied and taught how to use the local language and good Indonesian according to the contents and context. 3-4 even small children can use polite language when talking to our older people, either using the local language or Indonesian. In the past, Patti village was also known as a village full of supernatural powers and large and scary village. But with the gospel that enter Patti village, there is so much such thing as supernatural power anymore. Although there are but comparable, the past, the cultural, when proposing or getting married, must be according with the wish of their parents. But the bride and the groom must have the same discount and cannot be opposite. For example, if the descendants of king must also marry the descendants of a king in the village of Patti, they usually mention the term Marna. Can the descendant of the king marry the descendant of the self in will not be opposed by their parents or the exhorters.
So, guys, that's all from our group. From this presentation, we just learned that each culture is different according to their region. Like their foods are different, their clothes are different, their habits are different, even their religions are different. So, like we all know that Indonesia, we have a lot of cultural diversity, and that what makes us unique. And the important is that from the differences that we have, we still respect to each other, and you guys have to be proud to be part of Indonesia. So yeah, that's all from our group. We hope that from this presentation, you guys can take something new. You guys can learn something new about the culture of the UK, Patti, and also TELA. So thank you guys for watching this video. Stay safe and keep healthy. Kalwedo.